Welcome back to Teddy Gone Rogue. 80% of divorces are sparked by women, fueled by the delusional fairy tale that a line of thirsty suitors awaits their liberation. But reality bites. No Prince Charming, just Tinder ghosts and eggplant pics. Their entitlement curdles into rage. Today, we'll dissect the train wreck of a TikTok dating coach who embodies this toxic cycle. A jaded divorcee spewing venom at the very men she expected to worship her. Don't forget to like and subscribe on your way in. Let's get into it.
When it comes down to men and relationships and marriage, it's very simple. It comes down really to two things. Men get into relationship or marriage for two reasons. The first reason being they should. And the second reason being they are head over heels in love because they found their dream girl. Now, what do I mean by they should? You know, it's time for them to settle down. It's more convenient for them to have someone. Maybe they've been dating someone for a very long time and like, oh, well, she stuck it out this long. May as well.
Men don't have a timeline as to when they should settle down, unlike women who hit 30 and realize, oh, I'm running out of eggs, I better start doing something.
The second one, they found their dream girl, they're head over heels in love. They happened upon this person, they weren't looking, and they are going to do everything in their power to make sure that this woman stays in their lives. And let's be clear, dream girls, the ones where their man is head over heels in love with them, and the man is going to be a provider in that relationship. Those aren't 50-50 guys. If he wants to go 50-50 with you, it's very simple. You're not his dream girl. He's not head over heels in love with you. He might like you. He might love the way you feel about him, or the way that you make him feel about himself, but you're not the dream girl.
Did you hear that, boys? If you're not paying for her existence, then she's not your dream girl. If you think that it's fair to pay 50-50, then she's not your dream girl. You don't love her. Did you know that? I didn't realize that. Apparently that's the case.
One thing I do not miss and never will miss about being in a romantic relationship with a man and living with a man especially is the total lack of bodily autonomy that you have. I saw a video on here and it was supposed to be like a haha funny video, a woman basically making a skit out of, she bent over to pick something up that she dropped on the floor and her husband came out of nowhere and had to, rub his crotch against her behind because she was bent over, and you read the comments and all men do this. The reality is it's not funny at all. The reality is that it speaks to men seeing women as property, playthings, and objects to grope, touch, have access to whenever it pleases them, however it pleases them, for any reason. And also, women are not allowed to feel some sort of way about it.
Women in general want to be dominated. They want to be touched by men, okay? It's only the ones that are not attracted to that they don't want touching them. So a great indicator that a woman doesn't actually like you and that a woman isn't actually into you is if she has any problem with you having physical touch with her.
Men think that there is this implied consent when a woman is your romantic partner, that you may touch her whenever it pleases you, and that if she complains about it, she's the bad guy. This happened a lot in my marriage.
She just wasn't attracted to her husband, okay? She married a man, I'm assuming for money based on what I can see from her face, which it looks like she's had some work done. So I'm going to go ahead and assume this was a gold digger, he was a sucker, and that's why this particular situation happened.
Something that my ex-husband particularly like to do is when my hands were full or when I was focused on doing something, he would always come behind me and rub his crotch against me. If I was doing my makeup, especially if I was doing mascara, right? That takes a lot of concentration and you can't just stop in the middle of what you're doing. When I was putting away dishes, if I had dishes in both of my hands, he would come behind me, rub up against me, and also pull down my pants and rub up against me. And when I told him to stop, he would get infuriated with me.
Because he knew you weren't attracted to him, because he's not stupid. So he married a woman that didn't want him, and he felt stupid for marrying her. That's why he would get upset.
And he would say things like, "You're my wife. If I'm not going to do it to you, then who do I do it to?" No one. Because you don't have a right to touch any human being in a schmegual manner without an invitation, without their consent.
I would rather young women be disappointed now, be disappointed with the things I say about men now, than to go marching blindly into relationships, marriage, and motherhood with men, and then find out bitterly once they're stuck or once they've been done wrong. Men love sweetheart girls, but they love more destroying everything that makes them special. And the part that's cut off on this comment is they love to find a beautiful butterfly and tear off its wings. Men are cruel. Most men are inherently cruel. It starts with childhood, where they're basically taught a lot of violence and aggression, and it's something they enact on each other. It's something that's enacted on them by adults in the home.
Yeah, guys, do you remember when you were a little kid and your parents taught you how to be super violent just because you were a male? Do you remember that? Yeah, I don't remember that either, but apparently that happened.
Usually, you need to understand that they are going to continue enacting it on you because that's all they know. Men don't know how to be anything but cruel, and they only know how to cover it up in the very beginning, to wear a mask, to be who they think you need them to be.
Isn't it funny how women will project the very things that they do onto you as if you did those things or do those things? Men are not wearing a mask at the start of a relationship. Women are very well known to be wearing a mask at the start of a relationship and act as if they like everything that the man likes so that the man will like them.
So that they can have their own butterfly trapped in a beautiful cage that they can then completely dismantle and crush. You need to know this so that when you enter into relationships and marriage with men, you can know that it's probably coming, and that when you enter into relationships and marriage with men, you can have a very clear set of standards, boundaries, and guidelines for what you want to get out of that relationship and marriage.
Yes, women, if you follow the advice of this woman, I'm sure your marriage is going to go very, very well.
I think there's very few men who actually find their dream girl because it requires seeing that woman as a human being with flaws and having needs. Most men don't respect women and see us as objects. I agree with you, and let me add actually something to that. If they do find their dream girl, they completely fuck it up. They completely sabotage it so that they are left looking at their second or third pick. And that dream girl is the one that they let get away. That dream girl becomes the Phantom X. That dream girl becomes the woman to whom he compares his wife to constantly. And is constantly looking at his wife as it's not her.
Married men, comment below. Did your dream girl get away, or did you marry her? Because I'm pretty sure that once a man's married, he's not really caring about some chick from a couple of years ago that he slammed. Okay, she wasn't that special, that's why she didn't get the ring.
So I'm having a conversation with a man the other day, and it's respectful, and it's about him being a 50-50 kind of man. He believes that it should be 50-50 in relationships. And, he's saying why. They both work, they both earn a very good living. If they put their money together and split the bills, they can live a nicer kind of lifestyle. There's no reason not to. She doesn't want to feel like she owes him anything, and he thinks it's just fair. And I ask the $1,000,000 question. Is there ever any kind of circumstance where you can see yourself paying a greater share of expenses. Not
Yes, when women jump out of the workforce and do not have funds of their own, and the man has to make the funds for them. You know, the way it used to be.
100%, but where it's not 50-50. And he thinks, very briefly, says, yeah, well, if I really, really like her, bingo. They will pay more if they really, really like someone.
Okay, if they really, really like the idea of slamming someone, then yes, they might pay for everything. But eventually that will wear on the man, and he's not going to commit to that woman if he sees that she's not putting in anything into the relationship or into her side of the relationship.
But if they like someone just enough and it's fine, 50-50 works. So I want you to think about that. When you enter into these relationships and you're with a man who wants to go 50-50, he likes you just fine, but he's willing to invest more of his money into someone he really, really, really likes. And do you want to be the one that's just fine, or do you want to be the one that he really, really, really likes?
Do you want to be the one that he sticks around with and builds a family with and sees him as an equal partner in a world where women want to be seen as equal? Or do you still want traditional men that are going to pay for everything and still give you the freedoms that you have to do whatever you want, make your own money and keep all your money while he spends all of his on keeping you around? As you can see, this is a very bitter and jaded divorcee, and we can all see exactly why she got divorced. She is a terrible person. That's a wrap for everyone watching on YouTube, BitChute, Odyssey, and Rumble. If you enjoyed this content, make sure to check out my Patreon page. The link is in the description of this video. Don't forget to hit like, subscribe, and share your thoughts in the comments down below. I'll see you in the next one.